It is playoff time for Desmond Payne and the Round Rock Express. After a fantastic first season for Payne, hitting .355 at AAA, he has helped lead the Express to the playoffs, and they open up against the Iowa Cubs in a best-of-5. Now, Payne had the off day in Game 1. I tried raising his durability to limit those off days, but obviously it's already failed. But it's okay. Round Rock up 1-0 in the series, and now Payne gets a chance for his first playoff at bat and barely taps it ahead of home plate. Not much going on for him early. He goes 0 for 2 in his first 2 appearances. Iowa's now up 2-1 in the 5th inning. This time Payne makes better contact, but it's weakly hit to the second baseman, and he is retired once again. 0 for 3 on the day. Now we go to the 7th, where there are 2 on and 2 out for Payne, a 1-1 count as the fastball is not called a strike, so Payne gets ahead, and the 2-1 is also inside. They might load the bases here, 3-1, and Payne had to swing at that one. He gives it a ride deep to left, but not deep enough. It's a fly ball caught out on the warning track, and that is it for that scoring threat. In the 9th inning now, Payne watching from the dugout as his teammates try to tie the game. It's not going so well as Workman strikes out. They do have a runner at first base, and the batter now has a full count, so the runner can leave early, and this goes to the right side and off the glove, it looked like, of the first baseman, and all of a sudden now runners at the corners. Payne is on deck. Can they get to him? There's a batter up, and he's fallen behind. It's a 2-strike count. Here's the 1-2, and he swings and misses. That is the end of Game 2. The Cubs take this one. It's Payne's first career playoff game. He was hitless at the plate, could not help the Express make anything happen despite his opportunities. And with the series even, we'll see who takes the advantage now in Game 3. The Express do have one of their better pitchers on the mound for this game, as Payne looks at a fastball down the middle to make the count 3-1, but now looking at it this time, it's hit to the gap and deep. It falls in, hits the wall, and that's going to be extra bases for Desmond Payne. He holds up at second. So after an 0-fer in his first career playoff game, he wastes no time in getting going here in his second, but with 2 down, the Express cannot drive him in, and his double is wasted. Both offenses struggling. We go to the 5th. 2 on and 2 out for Desmond Payne in this scoreless ball game. And there is a weak ground ball hit to short. They get the force at second. They create these scoring threats but can't make anything happen. Until later, when Round Rock puts a 4 spot on the board without Desmond Payne's help. So he's here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and somehow he made contact there, and he's also going to reach base on it. It was way inside, an ugly swing. But it was in the right spot, that's all that matters. Payne moves all the way to third, there's 2 outs, and still they can't bring him in. But that's okay. With a 4-0 lead, the Express hung on and beat the Cubs in game number 3 by a final score of 4-3. So up 2-1 in the series now, it's a chance to eliminate the Iowa Cubs. Payne hasn't done very much in the series thus far. What does he have in store? It's game number 4. 1 on, 1 down here in the first. Pitch left up, and Payne goes the other way with it. Down the line to left. Extra bases here for Desmond Payne as the runner rounds third. Payne makes his way to third as the runner scores. It's an RBI triple. Payne's biggest moment so far of the postseason. Now, can they bring him in this time? You bet. Deep to left center, and in the gap, Payne can just walk on home as the Express start hot. But the Cubs know they're on the brink of elimination. They battle back to take a 3-2 lead. Let's go to the 3rd, and Payne looks at a fastball down the middle. Sometimes patience doesn't pay off. Especially when Payne does swing, he just pops it up into shallow center. When you see the pitch you like, you have to jump on it, and Payne didn't. Let's go to the 4th inning. Round Rock now leads 4-3 as there's a lot of offense going on. And here's Payne going the other way again, but it hooks foul. He's behind 0-2. There's a fastball in the dirt. The 1-2. And it's a curveball inside, so the count is now evened. On the 2-2 pitch, Payne turns on it, drives it deep to right, and out for the home run. Desmond Payne comes through for the second time in this game with an RBI extra base hit. He had the triple in the first inning, and now a 2-run home run in the fourth. Payne had 8 home runs in the regular season, and I did not expect this one to leave the yard when I saw it off the bat. It was a line shot to right field, and it had pretty good distance behind it. 372 is pretty respectable, and it just cleared the fence. With that, Desmond Payne helped the Express clinch the series as they held on for the victory and move on to the second round of the postseason. Back-to-back 2-hit games for Desmond Payne, but this time around both of his hits were ones that drove in runs. Payne with 3 RBIs in the final game. He gets the Player of the Game honors ahead of the Express taking on the Fresno Grizzlies in the second round. In the last series the Express played against the Grizzlies, they split 2 games apiece in late August. In this meeting between the two teams, the winner of this series moves on to the finals. And we'll start things here in the first inning, 2-1 and 2 out, but a hit to the gap is going to put the Fresno Grizzlies on the board. They get 1, but they want 2. Runner coming home, the throw is too late. 2-0 Grizzlies to begin. But the Express look to answer in the bottom of the first inning. 2-1, nobody out and both in scoring position. And the 2-1 is over the head of the catcher. Payne waves home the runner at third, and Workman is in for the first run. Now can Payne drive in the other one? It's a ground ball through the right side. And there is that lead erased very quickly. Now it's time to take the lead. Payne takes off for second. Line drive to left, and Payne is in some trouble. Try to get a hit and run going there, and they end up doubling up Payne at first base. So there is a bad base running miscue here in the playoffs, and Fresno tacked on 2 more as we go to the third. And Payne looks at a pitch high and away and drives it back up the middle. Can he make up for his mistake this time around? Payne takes off again. No swing this time, and Payne is there easily at second. He's in scoring range. Works his way to third base. And here's a drive deep to left. And it is gone! They have tied the game once again. Very competitive back and forth start to this series. But the Express were not done there in the third. They bat around. Payne up again, bases loaded. It's a ground ball up the middle. Stopped by the second baseman, but he doesn't get Payne out at first. It's an RBI single. And that helps Round Rock open up a lead here as we go to the 5th inning. And Payne goes to the left center gap this time, just over the shortstop's glove. And look at that slow roller. Payne's going to round second, make his way to third, and he is there for his second triple of the postseason. Can Round Rock make it a 5-run game? Here's a drive to center. It's deep enough. Payne ready to tag up, and he takes off for home. And that is run number 10. They've opened up a very comfortable lead and made it even bigger. 7 runs here in the 9th inning. As Payne gets underneath one with 1 down already, he secures out number 2. And the Express take game 1 in the series. A very exciting one with 28 hits and 5 errors. Payne's 4-for-5 day is good enough to earn him the 2nd straight Player of the Game honor. But there is still plenty of work to do. Let's go to the second game. Fresno again, jumps up early. It's 2-0, but Payne trying to get this offense going. He goes back to that left center gap. He's not content with 2. He takes off to third as the throw is off the line. He's not done. Heading home, Payne is safe. It's an inside the park home run, but it's actually ruled a triple with an error. Now we head into the 5th inning. It's a 3-2 Fresno lead. And here's a ground ball from Desmond Payne hit right at the second baseman as they've started to slow him down a bit. He's now 1-for-4 on the day as we head into the 9th. Nobody on, 2 down as Payne tries to make something happen here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch is hit back up the middle, and Payne will reach first with that single just past the diving second baseman. Now trying to get in scoring position. Payne takes off for second, and the 0-2 is hit to left. Payne, rounding second, makes his way to third. Runners at the corners, and this is exactly who you want up in this situation. 2-2 count. And he looks at it for strike 3. Payne was 90 feet away from ending the game. Instead, we have extras. Still 3-3, bottom 11. Runner at second and 2 down as Payne fouls off the high fastball. The 0-1 is inside and actually hits Desmond Payne, so he reaches first. Would have rather seen him hit. Next batter now with a full count hits a fly ball to right field. And they get out of that jam. 11 innings is not enough. Let's go to the 12th. Runners at the corners, 2 out. And a 3-1 count as there's a fly ball hit by Workman again to the right fielder. And Fresno keeps this game going. Nobody has scored in these extra frames. In the 13th now, a man on for Desmond Payne, who lines a base hit back up the middle, putting 2 runners on. Can they end it this time? Bases loaded, 2 down. The 0-2 is grounded to the shortstop, and the throw is in time at second. 13 innings is not enough, guys. Top 15. Still a 3-3 game. Here's a hit to the gap. Payne tracking it down, and it's lazy enough. Payne secures it. We're still looking for that first run in extra innings. Bottom 15, 1 out, bases clear for Desmond Payne. And he fouls off a fastball that was right down the middle. Now the 1-2. A drive deep to right. Payne with great contact. It falls in and bounces over the fence. A ground rule double. That's his 3rd hit in just the extra innings. So in scoring position now, line shot to left. Payne around third. He's headed home, and the Express take game number 2. In 15 innings, they finally beat the Grizzlies. Up 2 games in the series now, they have a good chance to make it to the championship game. Sean Galvan drove in Desmond Payne, who again earns Player of the Game honors. That is 3 in a row for Desmond Payne. This one comes after his 4-for-7 performance and the game-winning run following his double. Payne then had an off day and the Express lost. But in Game 4, we jump all the way to the 7th, and the Round Rock Express lead 4-0. They've played a phenomenal game here in the 4th game of the series, as Payne with 2 down laces a single to right field. Payne didn't do much in the early part of this game, but he's making his presence felt here and maybe could have taken off for second, but it's okay, he has a chance to do that right here. Payne takes off. The throw is way too late. Payne gets the second regardless. Can they make it a 5-run game? Here's a shallow pop-up and the shortstop makes the catch. This game's still winding down, however, and the Grizzlies are battling back. It's 5-3 in the 9th inning. But Desmond Payne wants to slam the door on their comeback hopes as he goes deep to right center and gone! Another home run for Desmond Payne, his 2nd of the playoffs. That one makes it a 3-run game. That was a 413-foot solo home run. Bottom 9 now, 2 down, looking to clinch the series. Fly ball to left is caught, and again, the Express win in 4 games. Great job so far in the playoffs. Desmond Payne has had 4 multi-hit games. All of those with an extra base hit. And again, he's Player of the Game for the 4th straight game that he's played in. The Express win the Pacific Coast League Championship Series, and they have made it to the AAA National Championship. Now after these best of 5s, you don't play another best of 5, a best of 7, or even a best of 3. 1 game, winner take all. That's my kind of postseason. Only 1 more game for Desmond Payne and the Round Rock Express. They take on the Toledo Mud Hens in the AAA National Championship. Let's jump into this one. A man on second base, 1 down for Desmond Payne, who's hitting .483 in the postseason. He hits the breaking ball to first, and that advances the runner, but unfortunately, the Express could not bring him home. To the 3rd inning, still scoreless, and Payne hits a line drive to left with the man on first base. That puts 2 on with 1 down. as Payne has a championship hit. An 0-2 count to the next batter, but he drives a base hit up the middle, and the lead runner rounds third, heads home, and he scores the first run of the day. Can they make it 2-0? With 2 down, a chopper past the third baseman. Shortstop fields it, but the throw is not in time, and Payne scores the second run. Now the offenses are getting going as we go to the 5th inning. Round Rock leads 3-2. And there's Payne going back to the gap. He's enjoyed his time in left center. Now it's time to reunite with the right center gap. And after that hard turn, making it about a third of the way to third base, he heads back. Payne at second with nobody down. There's a hit to deep second. And look at Payne rounding third, heading home. He's thrown out. Payne getting aggressive, trying to steal a run. And they were ready for it. Trying to make up for it now in the 7th with 2 down, but it's a weakly hit ground ball and Payne is thrown out at first. Let's go to the 8th inning. It's still a 1-run game, 1 down, and 2 runners in scoring position. It's a fly ball hit to Desmond Payne in center. Toledo wants to tag and tie the game. Payne underneath it makes the catch. Now throwing home with it. Payne unloads, it bounces, and the throw gets him at the plate! An outfield assist from Desmond Payne, and Round Rock ends up winning the AAA National Championship. Not on that throw, that was the 8th inning, but they held tough in the 9th, and Round Rock wins. In Desmond Payne's very first season as an 18-year-old, he has helped lead the Round Rock Express to a AAA championship. Great job by Desmond Payne here in his very first season. After his fantastic regular season, he followed it up with an even better postseason, hitting almost 500 and having key plays in all 3 series. The outfield assist was definitely unexpected. That was his very first ever outfield assist, without having a relay throw. And it came at a great time as it helps Round Rock secure the championship, and that is it for Desmond Payne's very first season. Could we see him called up to the big leagues next year? We'll have to wait and find out. Spring training is up next, I assume so, as I haven't even simmed past the fall yet. But Desmond Payne was definitely the MVP of the postseason, and he's already won 1 ring. Now he has to set his sights on the World Series next. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode in the Desmond Payne Road to the Show series. Much more still on the way, and I will see you next time. Please leave your feedback down below and subscribe for much more to come. And have a great day, everybody.